Why do they always start to mow the lawn when I'm about to film? Seriously. I'm so sorry about the noise. Hopefully it doesn't catch it too much, but I'm just gonna get on with it. Often with language analysis, it can be hard to find unique points of discussion to help set yourself apart from thousands of other students sitting the exact same exam as you. Things like rhetorical questions, inclusive language, appeals to family values are used over and over again year after year by students. So you can imagine that examiners get tired of reading of the same thing essay after essay. So I challenge you to surprise them. And today's video will do exactly that. The T-rule is a very popular technique we discuss in my top-rated ebook, How to Write a Killer Language Analysis. And for good reason too. It ensures that you talk about the language techniques, how it affects readers, and to use evidence to back yourself up. All things which are necessary according to the VCE criteria. If you haven't heard of the T-rule before, don't stress. You can go and download a free sample of my How to Write a Killer Language Analysis ebook to get you on the right track and scoring those amazing marks for language analysis. If you didn't know already, as soon as I learnt the T-rule, my language analysis, which I was already doing quite well, I was getting 16s, 17s, 18s out of 20, but as soon as I learnt that rule and understood it, implemented it, I was able to shoot my marks up to 20 out of 20. And before that, I just could not understand why I wasn't getting those top marks. I know lots of pressure on myself, but it's true. It's an area that I just couldn't quite get my head around. I knew I was doing well, but not well enough. So make sure you get your head around that particular rule so that you can execute other elements of language analysis really well, including talking about structure, which we're going to cover today. So when we talk about structure, what do we mean? When it comes to writing, when we talk about structure, we're talking about how the information is organized. What does the writer talk about first? What do they talk about last? How long are the paragraphs? How many paragraphs are there? While these questions might seem a little pointless to some, they can inspire some pretty unique and spot-on analysis for VCE language analysis. Alright Lisa, I get it. How can I use this in my essays? Great question. Let's have a look at a few examples of this, courtesy of one of our amazing LSG tutors, Andrea. She's written an incredible blog about all of these advanced techniques and includes much more than what we have time for today. So, as always, after watching this video, I highly recommend you head on and check it out so you can glean more valuable advice to use in your essays. Analyzing recurring themes and ideas. Analyzing recurring themes and ideas throughout a piece is a fantastic way to show the examiner that you've understood the piece as a whole and that you can step back and notice similarities between smaller sections. Let's take a closer look at the section C of the 2014 VCE English exam. The author emphasizes the theme of Columbus 21 and its significance on space travel, which is an example of a recurring idea of a theme. Feel free to pause this video and have a read through of these 3 examples and how they relate to a theme. We can use an array of vocabulary to describe exactly how ideas and themes recur throughout a piece. For example, if something is mentioned repeatedly throughout a piece, we could call it a cyclical, recurring, or circular idea. If an idea is built chronologically, piece by piece, we could call it hierarchical, chronological, sequential, or even linear. In this example, notice how from the beginning to the end of the piece, the author mentions the connection between Columbus 21, space exploration, and international cooperation several times. Let's see what we get. By returning to the original theme of Columbus 21 as a key driver of support for space travel, which indicates the cyclical structure of her opinion piece, Jürgen links space travel with international cooperation. It's also a good idea to reiterate the overall structure of the piece in the conclusion, as it allows you to link the structure with the author's contention. Analyzing the ordering of the contention, arguments, and rebuttals. Certain elements of the article can have different effects on the reader, depending on where the author places them. When we're talking about desired effects on readers, we want to assume that the writer has done everything a certain way for a reason. So when a rebuttal is placed first, for example, we can look further into this for possible explanation. When a rebuttal is placed first, it can set up the audience to more readily accept the writer's following opinions, as opposing viewpoints have already been criticized early on. You can see this in the 2013 VCE exam, where the author argues against opposing views early on in their article. In it, the author references the opposition directly as they say, "Some people who objected to the proposed garden seem to think that the idea comes from a radical group of environmentalists," and rebut this point by proposing that there is nothing extreme about us. Or, if the rebuttal is placed towards the end of the article, it could serve to cement that the author's viewpoint is correct by explaining why opposing viewpoints are wrong. Also, it can give a sense of finality to the piece, assuring the audience that all bases have been covered by the writer. What if there's no rebuttal? Well, this could imply that the author's opinion and theirs alone is correct and to be supported. If you'd like to learn more about analysing the structure of an article, then again, recommend you to go and have a look at Andrea's post. If you found this video helpful for your studies, then please give this video a thumbs up. It will help me understand that videos like this are helpful for you and then I should do more of them. Thank you so much, enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time.